Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Okay. Can't play that song without humbuckers. I don't know. Just doesn't sound right. Anyways. Happy Sunday, everybody. It's going to be a quick show today because I have a fundraiser show to put on for Avalon, which is going to start in load in is in about a couple hours. So, and I still got to go get a truck and stuff like that. And all, yeah, anyways, if you've been to one of my shows, you know what is I'm up against. Cheers, happy Sunday. Say hi to all my friends that saw Iron Maiden last night in Toronto. I couldn't go because we had a gig in Cambridge, and unfortunately, I hope my singer Brad Wedham, gets well, because he lost his voice this week, or lost the top end of his voice, which is most of our set, most of our Bridge on Fire set. So yeah, we unfortunately had to cancel. Sorry, Carlos, and everybody in Cambridge that comes to see us play. And but great that you to hear that a lot of people went to see Iron Maiden at Scotiabank last night, and friends of mine posted some pictures, and it looks like the usual amazing show that this classic Hall of Fame worthy band should be putting on many years later, and just fills the place is full. So look at that Rock Hall. Take a look at that. Anyways, you probably know that, but you choose to ignore it. Anyways, I'm usually on the side of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when I usually give you my review of the show. I'm not going to tell a lie. I haven't watched the whole show yet, okay? Because I've been really busy these days. Lots of stuff going on for me and our school, and lots of things going on. So I will watch the entire thing. I watched about half of it, and I mean, I love the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony thing and all that. And if you watch me on here, I always do my reviews, and when the nominees come out, I talk about the nominees and and you guys put your 2 cents into who you think should be there. And I just want to go out there and say my usual blanket statement: the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yes, the words rock and roll are in there, but rock and roll has always been a inclusive form of music. So whatever nationality or whatever sex you are, male or female, or anything else, you belong to be there. If you're worthy of our lovely votes and everything else, and of course the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame brass has the final say. Case in point, I like to just talk about something that Eddie Trunk says. If you guys like Eddie Trunk is amazing and one of my favorite people, only because he and I have the same favorite band of all time, which is UFO. And you probably don't know who UFO is. It's really sad, very sad. And here's Eddie's statement, if you can hear me from back here on my phone mic. Consider this. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame snubbed Foreigner for so long that Mick Jones couldn't be there. Who's the founding member and the guy who runs the thing, and if you don't know already, Foreigner goes out and tours, and Mick sometimes joins them because he's got health issues, but Foreigner is the classic complete tribute band. Okay. Jimmy Buffett, snubbed for so long he's gone. Peter Frampton, snubbed for so long. Peter Frampton, come on, guys, really? Peter Frampton, snubbed for so long that he had to sit down and play. Great performance with him and Keith Urban, by the way. Ozzy Osbourne's solo took so long to get this guy inducted, he can't even perform his songs, and other people did. Some people butchered some songs. I'm not going to mention who that was. Other guy did a really good job, and it was great to see guitars well represented at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as I usually always say. And of course, and they continue to snub Iron Maiden, who couldn't care less, so that now 2 original members cannot get in. Paul Di'Anno, who passed away last week, sadly, and of course, one of the greatest drummers in that genre, Clive Burr, doesn't get his credit where credit's due. Clive Burr was an incredible drummer who was outside of the box, in my opinion. Uh, Truly sad, and that's what Eddie had to say. And I could not agree with Eddie Trunk more on this one. Why does it take so long? And not even the heavier rock people that we just talked about there. Cher, who always looks fantastic, of course, but at her age, and she was inducted, and she couldn't really sing her stuff. Dionne Warwick, who a lot older than Cher, um, got up there and tried to sing, and they had people. If you didn't watch this induction ceremony, a lot of people just did tribute songs to all these acts that I'm mentioning here. Um, Lou Gramm was there, had a hard time singing. Again, why? Why are we taking so long to induct these classic people? Um, Foreigner, tons of hits. Whether you like this band or not, tons of hits, and really part of the whole world of rock and roll, and not quite heavy rock. I Want to Know What Love is a pretty major pop single in the history of rock and roll. But yeah, again, hard rock gets kicked in the teeth. These guys, while they're deserving of it, I don't know. I think it's cooler that they're not in, and it's cool. And Bruce Dickinson said some things that probably will snub them until they can't sing or play, and then they'll get in. I think that's what's going to probably happen with Iron Maiden. Judas Priest got in. Was it last year or the year before? They even got in on a technicality because they couldn't even give them the honor of being actual rock and roll. They called it best. They're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for metal performance. They actually put a little quote unquote or brackets beside them, parentheses beside. Yeah, come on, really? I mean, all these bands have been around longer than a lot of bands that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And yeah, I know sales has a lot to do with it, but like Steve Lukather said, heavy metal and hard rock heavy metal has some of the best musicians in the world, and whether you think so or not, jazz guys, and they're just, the musicianship's amazing, and if you're a real musician, you'll understand that what I'm talking about, musicianship. And then you think that it's not a valid genre, then you go out to, and this is what Lukather said, not me, but you go out to some field in Finland or in the middle of Ireland, and there's 100,000 people sitting there watching a festival, and those guys struggle. I've heard stories about 3 bands and a crew on a tour bus. So anyhow, that was what I had to say about that. The greatest thing about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction series, induction this year, is turn on the TV, turn on the thing, and the first song that comes on was, they did the Cher thing first, and Joel Hoekstra standing there. Ex-Cher guitarist, jack of all trades, Whitesnake guitarist, love this guy, and he's standing there with his Charvel Strat, playing along with Cher, and he got to shred a little bit too, which was really cool. Zakk Wylde was there. Lots of great players were there. I'll probably watch the whole thing and give you the guitar review. The guitar review is needed, Anyway, I got people to round up, trucks to load, and we have an Avalon fundraiser for BL's Pantries, who's an amazing force, Bria, who's actually a student. I've taught her guitar all summer, but Bria puts together this free food for people who need it. And sadly, there's a lot of people who actually have jobs and work every day and fight the traffic in our region, which is getting worse, and all this stuff, and they still don't have money to feed their families or themselves, which is really sad. So they need something like Bree's service that she provides, and we give money to them. We donate food. We do a food drive. Our food drive's coming up for Christmas soon, and we are raising some money today for her. We have a 12 noon at the Polish Hall, 154 Pearl Street in Brantford. We're through this show together quite quickly, so it might be a little rough, but the students are right there where their heart should be. and they'll be up there playing. I'll be up there with some of my students, impromptu, and we've got some special guests coming out, hopefully. And anyways, 12 noon today. If you're there, I'm gonna try and post this in time so you guys can see it. Bridge on Fire. Brad's getting well, but we'll be back out in. We got some dates in early November coming up. Manny's November 15th. Thank you, Manny. We're back. We're back. We're back. Anyhow, have a great one. Happy Halloween. It is Happy Halloween. No more fitting than have Eddie on my chest on Halloween. Anyways, have a great one, guys. Take it easy. Bye bye.